Leave the deep silence, slow breath, but continue with Om Namah Shivaya, as if you have parked the car into a garage. You entered within. There is always a sense of wisdom or the knowledge that I'm in my house. Do you have that? Or by saying Om Namah Shivaya? Not me. Just drop Om Namah Shivaya once and leave it. Live into the state of doing nothing here and now. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your mind on the right hand, your mind on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes. Open the eyes inside. Know your experiences. Bring the hands down. How are you, Lara?
I'm really good. I would say today I had like 100% like foundation for me to just be in a good space. Um, just like a pre-setup, and it was really, really quiet. It was a beautiful meditation. I had happened to be doing Om Namah Shivaya over the weekend, and a meditation just kind of by myself. So it was fun to kind of bring that back in there. And I don't know, I had a little pulsation here at the beginning and then at the sides at the end. So
Yeah, that's a deeper state. You see, you are responsible for it. So, how are you, Christina? Beautiful.
I feel a lot better. I've needed you all, and I'm sorry again that I had to miss. I had some stuff that I did not remember from my childhood come up, and I needed some support physically with people, and I've needed this, and I feel I've known that I've needed to come back home. So thank you.
Yeah, Christina, you believe your childhood memories and you don't believe this Eastern wisdom. That is the only problem. We discussed about the topic of faith. Just see that. I want to add one more thing so that we should instantly become aware. We believe instantly what is negative, what is wrong. Think of it, whether it is true or not. And we don't want to believe what is very good in my life and others' life. If someone says this beard guy is crazy, oh, there's a lot of issues. Instant belief. And when you say, oh, Christina is very good, and I appreciate in every session, then even the mind will say, oh, why? Does he have any selfish interest? We don't believe what is good. That is why this master brought the topic of Shraddha. Don't believe, Christina, and believe in yourself. How are you, David? She's a girl, so I thought she's young. I should talk something. Yes, David.
That was excellent for me. So much so that by the time we got down to the right leg, I physically thought I could feel the car going down my leg, both legs actually. It was really profound. And then when we did the spine, the same thing. I could literally physically feel this. It was like I don't want to say a bulge, but something just traveling through the legs and then the spine. It was really, really interesting. Really great.
Very deep. Yes. Beautiful. How are you, Jerry?
Sir, I'm great. I love the Shraddha is faith is a beautiful thing, and I have faith that I'm not all the things that are changing, that I'm that constant that's never changing, and when you asked us, or you mentioned that we could visualize Shiva, I didn't visualize Shiva, but I did visualize, you said, or that could be you. It didn't look like me. It looked like that space, that universe, that just that consciousness of all of us. And so that's what I visualized.
Yes,
nice.
That is beautiful way of doing it. And I will talk about that, why to visualize Shiva. Is David human being or husband? There comes Shiva. So you see that we label. He is a human being first, and then we give a label. So we have many images. Label. We give a label of real self to the Shiva. Not possible. See your own image. That here, this is the entire real self. That is what she discussed.
So it's all of it, right?
Yeah.
All of it.
All of it. That's really good. How are you? Let us go to Stephen and then Brandy and then, yes.
It was an excellent meditation. Very calm, quiet moments of, I felt very cold. As using David's word, the profound thing for me is that during the Nyasa, it was as if I knew you were changing which limb we were going to, because when you said, when we left the right arm, we went to the left arm, I was at the left arm the second that you were about to say it. And the same thing with my legs. The other part that took place is that when we started going from the crown to the bottom of the spine, I found myself stopping during that flow at my heart, and I saw the silhouette of, I thought it was me, but it may not be me, but somebody, a silhouette of meditation, someone meditating at that moment at the heart. And I thought that that was pretty profound.
Beautiful. Now, one very important takeaway from what Stephen was explaining, that I was guiding, go to the right arm, and he was ready to go to the right leg. What it means. This kind of a focus, we say focused mind. Differentiate with the modern psychology. We say, oh, focus with an effort. Drive away all the thoughts. No, we are not interested in that kind of a focus. Remember this. There's a big difference between the focus in Eastern wisdom and focus in modern psychology. It's a natural flow. You remain focused throughout the practice. See, we'll talk about the diffusive process. How are you, Brandy?
That's interesting that you added at, when we came back, that we have to believe that we are peace and happiness and not all the other stuff. Because at one point toward the end of the meditation, I asked myself if I believe that about myself. The question came up, and then I was like, look, I was in this deep state of peace and happiness. It was like, do you believe it? And I was there. So it was, yeah. And it was, I mean, it took all the work, right? But
it's a flow.
Hmm?
It was just a flow. The mind flows there. I have been telling you again, understand that don't allow your mind to believe in anything that is negative in your life. But work on it. 2 points. 2 points. No, I have a pain. I don't believe that I have a pain. Then you are crazy. So it's a little deeper concept. We'll talk about it. How are you, Barbara?
Well, for me, it was a wonderful meditation. And at one point, I felt a lot of pressure in the back of my head, and it went away. And towards the end, when you said that we should stop the mantra and just do nothing, it was very difficult for me to give up the mantra. I just wanted to continue with the mantra.
That is another very good point, because the mind falls in love with the Om Namah Shivaya. That is good. Mind normally falls in love with blind belief, but now it is a conscious belief. Beautiful way of expression. How are you, Vaibhav?
So I'm quite calm. My experience was like that while doing the practice, I was totally absorbed in the practice. At the same time, I'm aware enough to see that what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Which path I'm going in the wrong direction, or I'm just keeping my mind clean. So there was awareness at that side also.
Yes. It's a wonderful point that I am aware, I am the seer, I am the knower, and the body, breath, mind, intellect, ego, they all are working. The moment we have that separation in deeper state, we are there. That's a beautiful point you mentioned. There is only one text which doesn't talk about any practice, and they only talk about the knower in me is the real self, and the rest is the seen, is the world. So we will pick up that after, when we complete these fourfold practices. So how are you, Ashok?
I am good, sir. Becoming more aware and quiet and peace. Thank you.
Yeah. The last time he was saying, now I have started understanding. After how many years?
I don't count the years, sir.
So understand that faith, belief. So you have to just keep in your intellect that this is my belief in day-to-day life, in day-to-day moment. I'm in stress, I have a lot of headache, and then I fall down. I say, no, I'm not interested. Today I'm not joining. Many people send me the email also, that, I have an extreme headache or pain, or that is why I'm not. No, that is why you should join. You see that? That's why. So we have to apply that principle. That is all for today. Yes, Lara.
I have a quick question. So
Yeah.
the blind belief, is that based off past impressions?
You
And
are
then
right.
also, is it stuff from maybe previous lifetimes that we believe as well?
Yes, you are
Okay.
perfectly right.
Okay.
So you see that simple reason, you wake up in the morning and do nothing. You will find the past impression triggers you to act. So they are past impression, they are buried in the mind. So there the role of the intellect comes in, the role of the discernment comes. This impression not required. This impression required. Going to the restroom required. That is also an impression. Sometimes I become very crazy. So yeah, it is required. So I choose. No, I had a problem with brandy 25 years ago. That impression returned. Not required. Are you listening? I'm pointing to Christina, talking of brandy. That is how I. Not required. Finished. Push your intellect. No, I'm not interested. So when you create this thought that I am not interested, you are creating a positive impression to replace the past one. I should do it. Why I should do it? Peace is my essential nature. Happiness is me. So you see that logical sequence of every step? And that gives what Brandy was saying, a faith, a tremendous belief. This is what is known as believe in yourself. Not believe in past impressions is yourself. See that? You have to go deeper. You have to contemplate. You have to reflect on it. You rightly said, Lara. Yes. Everything comes from the past impression, my thought, my speech, my action. But discernment is there, filter out, not required, and continue the journey. We are there at the real self. That is, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank
you. Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank
So
you.
आप फ्रेम से जोड़ रहे हो अशोक?